Tonight, we watch Dead Silence.
Alright, we're back. Horror movie marathon dealy thing. And tonight we watch Dead Silence. Okay, so we'll start. Acting. I thought it was actually pretty decent. I thought, the roles were believable enough. The people did their characters fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, yeah, acting was good.
I agree.
Effects. What'd you think?
I liked it. Honestly, this movie was.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself.
No. For the effects, it's the movie is right up my alley. Like the old theater.
Mm.
I love the look and the mist and
The theme and everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the dolls look cool. Mary Shaw, she was pretty crazy looking. Yeah, I love the whole look of the movie.
I'd have to agree. Yeah, I like the effects. I like the dolls. I like Mary Shaw, the monster there. I like everything except for at the end when they're burning the theater down. The fire effects there, it's so cheesy.
Honestly, I even like that. It looked old school to me. Like
it looked cheesy as hell though.
No, like that. I like that. Like from the beginning of the movie, they did the old Universal logo. And
that was cool.
They started with the whole backstory of Mary Shaw, and they didn't mean him. They made it look old, and then the theater looked old, and I love that. And then when it was burning down, it had like if you go back and watch your old movies like that, the theater looks like that, like in the fog and the way the fire was. I thought it was perfect.
Which is weird for me too that the movie is set in the time frame it is, but made in 2006. Like it's a very recent movie.
Mm-hmm.
And just I don't know. Alright, so, story itself.
A little hokey. I'm not into the whole ventriloquism. I mean, it didn't seem... the story was fine. I guess the whole premise of the story, though. For what it was for the story, yeah, great, awesome. But I don't know, the overall, ventriloquist dummies. And
see,
I'm like, there's no way I'm going to find that scary.
That didn't bother me at all. I liked... all that was fine. The thing that I didn't like, and this isn't the only movie, it's just the one we watched, so this is what I'll use to talk about it. But they said, the dude is the last in the bloodline and blah, 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 and she had to kill him. But along the way, and they even made a point to say, one by one, she killed the entire family, and then their children, and then their children's children. But if you killed the whole family and killed the children, they didn't have children, and it stops there. You kill all the ones that are currently alive, no more happen, game over. There's no bloodline continuation. It doesn't happen for centuries and generations. It ends immediately.
Yeah.
You're a spirit. You kill them all and it's done. And like I said, it's not the only movie. Like, this happens all the time, and it always bugs me, because logistically it makes no sense. Like, if you're a ghost, you're uninhibited. You can just go on a rampage and kill. Like, she killed how many people in a matter of a couple days? Why didn't she kill all of them the first time around instantly? Like, she'd be done in a week.
Well, the whole thing was you have to scream for her to touch you. Okay.
Well, yeah, but I can't imagine there was always that one guy that didn't scream and somehow he kept the bloodline going forever. And if he did, why did they not pass the knowledge down? Like the father, for example, knew about the curse the whole time, knew what had happened, it had been passed down to him from his parents. Never mentioned it to his son once? And he said, well, I did this to protect you. The best way to protect him is to let him, hey,
no,
just so you know.
He didn't say that, no, he didn't say that.
Well, okay, but still.
Twist. She said it, not him.
Still, though. I mean, had he been trying to protect the boy or whatever, you maybe tell him about the curse right up front. Like, even as a kid. Which, by the way, Mary Shaw could have killed him as a child instead of waiting until he was a grown-ass man.
True.
The whole thing, it doesn't make sense.
That's very true.
There's no reason for it to have played out why it would have.
Yeah.
That's my gripe.
Big plot hole.
Other than that, though, the story was good. I mean, like you said, I don't find anything scary, but ventriloquists are not especially scary. The clown doll at the end was scarier than pretty much anything else in the movie.
It's
just
creepy.
More people hate clowns than dolls.
Creepy, not scary.
But, I mean, yeah, I thought the story was well done. I thought it was pretty good, well written. It was original enough.
Mm-hmm.
With the theming and everything, it worked really well.
I guess the only story-wise, the only character I didn't like was the detective.
Yeah.
He's a bit overdone.
They went, I was going to say, especially with the stupid razor, they went over the top with the, he's this rogue living out of his car, renegade cop thing. Like, they tried so hard to give him that feel, and it really, they
too much.
They drove that one home a little too much. So, yeah, scary.
Nope.
I'd say this one probably did a better job than most of the others so far, but still, no.
I nodded off partway through.
I was not scared at any point, but this had some good moments of suspense, you know, a couple...
It was creepy.
And they didn't rely on a lot of, like, jump scares and stuff to get you. Like, even the spots in the
Yeah,
movie,
I thought, like, the clown was going to happen there, and
yeah.
Mary Shaw could have had a couple wah moments, but she didn't.
I also like, too, the use of the silence in this movie. When they do the dead silence and they cut everything off.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, even... you could notice it the best in the last scene where he's walking through the room and you can see the rain hitting the window and the fire going and all these things that would be making noise. And none of them are, but you can still hear, like, the staccato of him walking on the floor and everything. Like, that was really well done.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that adds a lot to the atmosphere, too. Like, made it a bit creepier, that absolute silence.
Yeah. Like, at first you were saying, like, well, wait a minute, the sound of that clock doesn't match up with the...
Yeah, well, because at first it seemed like everything was stopping.
And then you're like, oh,
and
wait a minute, everything's not stopping. It's just the noise is going away. Yeah.
So yeah, that I liked that. It helped build a creepier atmosphere. It made it did give it that bit of a creep factor, but still, yeah, in the end, not really scary. Okay, so overall rating.
2 years first, I'm thinking.
See, I genuinely like this one. I thought it was good. I mean, I gripe through it, but I do in every movie. That's just how I do things. I'd probably say a 7. I think it's definitely above average. I liked the acting, the effects, the story. I mean, there was the one plot hole, but really, you can get over that. It's still a decent watch, you know. You're not going to be mad at that the whole time and not enjoy the movie. So, yeah, I'd say 7. I'd say definitely give it a shot if you get the chance. You know, it's worth at least a rent. Definitely a watch through. You won't regret it.
I want to give it a 5, but I feel like that's pushing it. Only because I love the iconography of it. Like, there's just these
You don't even think it's quite average? Because 5 is, like, average. Like, you know.
I want to say 4.
You don't like it, don't hate it.
Yeah, because I'm really torn between it. Because I love the iconography, and there's so many good visual moments of the movie. But overall, I'm just like, blah. Yeah, I guess I'll stick with a 5. Yeah, visually it was very appealing to me. Yeah, I love the old... The theater was, you know, shit. You know, love the iconography of the, you know, the fog scene in the theater, and the dummies looked really cool, and Mary Shaw was cool looking. And...
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, there you go. So it averages a 6. Still above average. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Or don't, whatever.
So tonight...
We don't own you.
Yeah, tonight Dead Silence, tomorrow Dead Snow.
And then Dead Girl, because apparently we're on a roll.
Was it 3 in a row like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't know why it worked out that way. It's just luck of the draw.
Snow that's gonna murder people. This will be interesting.
I hope that's not the case. I hope it's not some stupid M. Night movie like
It's
fucking The Happening.
It's
the trees!
A blizzard comes.
By the way, spoiler alert, it's the trees. Okay, now we're just rambling. See ya!